how can you actually become consistent with your studying? A lot of students struggle with this, and I personally have struggled with this in the past. I find it hard to consistently study and give myself a particular schedule, and most of the time I wait until the last minutes before I study. So how can you actually become consistent in which that you become a study machine? In order for you to be consistent and become a study machine, you need to understand what habit architecture is. And habit architecture is something that James Clear stated in his book Atomic Habits, where he made a distinction between goals and system. When I studied that book, it actually helped me to become consistent, and the principle in that book, when I applied it to studying, it transformed the way I cultivated the habit of studying over time, and I became a study machine. And in fact, it had a ripple effect to other areas of my life in which I became consistent with a lot of things. He stated the difference between goal and system. And for a student like you, your goal is simply getting the high grades and remembering something that you learn, or even learning a particular thing. That is your goal. And the system for you is simply, maybe you decide that you want to study 2 hours per day. That is the system that is in place in order to achieve the goal. And he stated in the book that you don't rise to the level of your goal, but you fall to the level of your system. If you don't have a system in place that will actually help you achieve that goal, then you will not achieve and you will fail. So it's not enough for you to actually have a goal that you want to get something like this. You need to put system in place that will help you achieve the goal. And for example, like I stated, the system is you having a timetable, or you want to study 2 hours per day, you want to study in the night. That is the system that is in place in order to achieve the goal. So I used to advise students, and it's something that worked for me. When you start a semester, state your goals and state the system that you'll be using to achieve the goal.